Dr. Testo.
I am live on YouTube, Twitch. So I'm gonna end this live right here. Say Skibbity
I'm
Toilet,
always
I would
rushing,
donate
always
$100.
out of
Skibbity
time.
Toilet, Skibbity
Yeah,
Toilet, Skibbity
I'm always
Toilet,
stressing
Skibbity
over
Toilet.
dollar signs. Yeah, if there's a lesson when you're wrong, it's fine.
Now you gotta do it.
Count my blessings and the world is mine. Shoot my shot at golden hour till it's certified. I'm not an industry plan, I just ain't fertilized. You gotta keep your eye on certain girls and guys.
Alright, so if you're in here, go to my actual YouTube page and
Release
chat
the
over there. So
jealousy
I'm about
and
to
hate,
end
they
this
gotta
stream.
work.
Alright, I'm on. Let's see if anybody actually came over. So I'm about to end this vertical stream. Go to my page. You're gonna see two streams playing at once. One is this vertical one. I should just have like a picture of my like profile picture of my little character, and the other one should have, it should be like a horizontal thing. So I'm about to end it in about 10 long seconds. 10. I'm about to end it. This is your last chance. Go on twitch.tv/the Kyle Young TV. 9. Go on kick.com/the Kyle Young. YouTube, it's Kyle Young or Kyle Young, all one word. Or just click on my page over there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll say Skibbity Toilet one more time. Donate $100. Donate $100. Get me on the other stream though. All right, I'm ending this one. Go catch me on catch me. There's another live playing on this exact channel, so go to it. Is this one is gonna end? But there's another one playing at the same time, horizontal from desktop. All right, you'll see it. All right, I'm ending. I'll catch you on YouTube or Twitch or Kick. All right. So now we're on day 82, and there should be 2 lives. Yeah, here we are. Yep, cool. So I just did a vertical where I switched from vertical. I didn't really switch. It's going to be 2 different videos, but hopefully the people from YouTube came over. I don't, maybe they didn't know what I was saying, but sheesh, I hope they did. I hope they did. Did they come over?
I hope so.
But we don't know. We don't know. So you know what this episode is called? Wine Not. Why not? Why not? So it's only right. And I keep borrowing from the I keep borrowing from the wine bank of Momo. That's my girl's wine. Like, well, I really bought it, but I bought it because I borrowed some from hers before, and I just keep drinking it. This is the problem. But I'm gonna buy some tomorrow. I'll buy some more tomorrow, and maybe I'll buy some more Henny to get off the wine. But if you're tuning in, it's Wednesday. I've been streaming for 82 days straight. The first day was at Marathon Burger, Venice Beach, when they opened their Venice Beach location, where we ran into Brandon, Black Belt Brandon. We ran into Rich Trapper. We ran into Almighty Suspect from No Jumper. And that low-key kicked me off, just trying to get the trying to get going with streaming, because it was like, I don't know, it was just good content to me, especially at the time, just starting with nothing. I'm like, you know, some of those clips kind of went viral. I was kind of like in some clips and shit. But I'll wait for more people to get in here. If you're on YouTube, appreciate you transitioning over from that screen to that screen. Wait, 8:20. I have an upcoming pre-show. Oh, well. That was a W pre-show. I ended that shit. And there was like more people coming in. I was like, damn, I should have stayed on there a little longer. I should have kept it going the whole time. And then maybe next time I'll let that one rock out a little bit and then end it. It's like, all right, if you want to see the continuation of this, I'm about to end this. But that always feels wrong. It's like, might as well get both markets, right? It's like stay on the whole time. That's going to be an interesting thing because I don't like to have duplicate things, but I also do like backups. And it is a cool version of that same content because it's already in a vertical format for clips. So, damn, I don't know. I don't know. We might be onto something. We might be onto something if it's like, and that's actually the ultimate clip is like you get this little piece, but if you want to see the whole thing, you could go then watch the content. Yeah, there's ways to actually to parlay all this. It got to 12 next time, keep it up exactly. It was like, I was like, oh shit, I already said what I was gonna do. I saw that 12. I was like, god damn. Yours still flow, mine's is stagnant for some reason. Yeah, but maybe they only give you so many times. And they're like, yep. Maybe it's like 10 good times and they don't even tell you. Because the shit I seen on yours was crazy that first time. Nothing has changed. You did it with your phone today, right? I noticed there was no overlay and the quality was different in the mic. So you did it with your phone. I don't know. I don't know. That shit was flowing though. In 5 minutes, that shit was flowing. But I feel you though how they like mix it in with the reels or the whatever what's that called shorts. Kind of how TikTok does it with their live, puts the lives into their regular feed and then it goes into another thing. Ooh. Instagram should do that. That'd be fire. That would bring a lot more. But Instagram needs picture in picture first. If they want to be taken serious as a live stream platform, they have to have picture in picture. Or else it's just too old school. It's not practical. You got to be able to listen to Instagram live while like driving using your GPS at the same time. If you can't do that, that's a problem. And what Ty means is yours still flow, mine is stagnant for some reason. He was saying the hack, the Instagram vertical hack where you go on Instagram vertical and you just all of a sudden get all these like viewers and shit. And it might be one of those things where Instagram is just pushing it out more because they want that highlighted. So it's probably just luck. It's probably just luck at the end of the day. And then like maybe streaming late helps because it's like probably less people streaming late night. So it's like you probably get that like opportunity to get the push. I don't know though. That's the only thing I could think of. Oh, last night's stream. I wish I could remember it more. I have no idea. I did do the chapters though, so I was okay with that. Yo, this one stream. Go back and watch episode or day 80. For whatever reason, yo, Ty, you still there? Let me know if you're still there, Ty, before I continue. Go back and watch day 80. I don't understand this. Day 80 is like, yeah. So if you look at day 80 on YouTube, that shit has 238 views for no reason. Like I don't get it. Maybe because we were talking about vertical, maybe because we were talking about Mr. Beast, maybe because we were talking about Kai. Maybe it was just like all those three things. YouTube is like, yes, we love this content. But it has 238 views. Most of my views get like 20 to like, well now it's starting to go up to like 50 and shit. But you know, it's just like what? Like it might get as much as Dub and Deshae, just like and that being not, you know, nobody like famous. But I guess it's the context. Maybe the context of what I'm talking about is keywords or something. I'm not sure. It's strange. But that's why you never know what content. It's like hard to really like gauge or guess what's gonna really take off. You can never really know. I know it's not that many views, but it's like a lot of views compared to like what I'm usually getting, especially by not promoting or anything. You know, if I was promoting it, like throwing this link, I'd be like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But I'm not doing shit with it. And it was such a low key episode too. There was nothing crazy that really happened except for me being super faded. You know, when I like look, that's why I almost don't even look back sometimes. So I'm like, I don't want to watch myself that faded on camera. But you know, one thing I always say is,
I got the content.
at the end of the day, like a win is a win. You know, and I'm in this privacy, in the safety of my own home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not driving anywhere. I'm just doing my stream, just getting twisted after a long day of not being twisted. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's always 420 when I'm doing my thing, but that's about it. That's one good thing about working from home is that you could just like, wear shorts, wear no socks, go 420 real quick. I don't really, I don't sip anything until I stream nowadays. Like, I can't do work and be off the yak or the, cause I can't even like barely sit down when I'm. Well, I can sit down here when I'm off the yak. I don't know why. I guess it's something to do, but it's hard to like breathe and think, or like sit still and like. This is easy because it's like it lends to drinking, but like trying to like do like a video when you're drunk or high is hard because I don't know. For me, I just can't sit still. I can't focus. Yo, so Ty, you said you had a W streamed it. I still gotta fully review it, but in a brief sentence, like what made it? You said you felt like a certain way. Like, was it because it was just like you felt like a real chat was going, a real community that you're building, like just like when you know it, like that feeling, that type of shit. Where it was just like it felt like it was like a full. That was crazy. Is that like I came back to it and it was popping. It was like 7, 8, 9 people in there. I was like, oh, okay. This is this is kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie. You got the regulars coming back in, new people. You got your codes and commands popping. Just fire. I'm not gonna lie. You got a W clip of a W solo clip of a IRL, like the YN clip. That shit went far. It was like some people from Hartford recognized it, but also had like universal appeal to it. So I would say you got a W. You've been having a W a couple weeks, a few weeks. Hitting the ground running with this streaming shit. I respect that shit a lot, actually. Real chat. One of my old students came in and then he subbed up. That's crazy. That's actually fire. Yeah, that must feel great. Like, yes. And he must feel really good about that too. Girl came in that's a regular, then new girl, and 5 gifted today. That's a W if you ask me. That's a W. That's a huge W. You're doing shit that like bigger streamers would like have. So nah, that's cool. But you've been grinding with that shit with the outreach and the promos and hey, you just gotta keep giving the people what they want. But I think with streaming is kind of like you kind of have to be obsessed with it. Even like watching streams is kind of like an obsessive thing. So I think it only makes sense that like people can become streamers. Is my shit weird? Did sun drop out? I think we're good. I think yeah, it's like either you love streaming or you don't. Either you love watching streaming or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like it just makes sense. It's like no one would spend all this time to like go and get after this if this wasn't something that you love doing. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Are you still in the chats a lot, like on different streams, just like networking and building? Cause yo, I swear, Ty had like 50 followers, at least, on Twitch before he ever streamed. Like that's some crazy marketing. I don't even know how that's possible. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough getting people to know what Twitch is, let alone have 50 followers off of modding and chatting is crazy. It doesn't even make sense to me. I guess if you follow 1,000 people, maybe you can get 50 followers back. I guess that's a thing. But I don't know. There's something to that though. There's something deeper to that. I don't understand. I guess if you become like a famous-ish mod, then 50 is kind of a small number. Or if you like break it down, like X amount from this person, and this person, you know. Fire though. That's a dub. That's a W. What was the stream? Was the stream summary looking nice? It must have been. That stream summary must have been looking unprecedented. Sometimes you get a good stream summary that makes you feel good as hell. Like whoa, whoa. This was a calm night. This was a chill stream. What happened? Maybe I'm underestimating. It's like I'm vulnerable on camera, but maybe I'm not ready to be vulnerable with like people that actually know me. you know, I really don't care at all. But I don't know. It's hard to explain. It was the regular, to be honest. Just people. It was the regular, to be honest. Just people stayed in, chat and interacted. Oh, okay. The regular, yeah, the average, yeah. But damn. Then that's another thing too. Sometimes you think it's gonna like, and then it's like, it just averages out. It's just in a different form. I'm telling you that 2 hour format is nice though, right? That 2 hour format, you just get kind of addicted to it. I feel like with streaming, you get addicted to like trying to make the last stream either as good as the next stream either as good as the last stream or better. But you just get addicted to it. At least like keep it where the bar is. You don't want to like drop the bar. And if you do, it's got to be like intentionally done, you know. You said 2 girls in chat today, 2 girls yesterday. They was talking to each other in chat. Yeah, that's crazy. You started a wave. I don't. You started a wave. That's a good feeling. Nah, exactly. My sister, she's like really big on social media, and she told me like the key for like a viral video is if you can get people arguing in the chat. So it's almost like presenting a, I guess, polarizing question, you know, shit like that. So the idea that people are using your platform as a platform to communicate is crazy. The crime video I chose yesterday and today had them interested. Oh, see, that you found one of your niches, the reaction. Yeah, curating content for people. Interesting content. Most of my viral videos involve people arguing. Yeah, people love that. That's literally what, I don't know. People just love controversy. People love people fighting. People love all that shit. People love conflict. We love it. That's why boxing is huge. That's why professional wrestling is huge, even if it's not fully real. That's why UFC is huge. That's why Jerry Springer was huge. That's why Court TV is huge. That's why fucking No Jumper is huge. That's why, most viral moments are people yelling at each other or crashing out. It's just crazy. It's easy. It's an easy sell. I made a clip of Jamal cussing out, like, I think maybe like Rakai or like and Kai. That shit went crazy on my Instagram. I was like, whoa. Just because he was just screaming, people just love that shit. And it's weird. It's because it's like the videos that do best on social media are ones that like you don't need to hear the audio. It's just like a visual thing. So it can be translated. You can watch it without sound. So many different, anybody can watch it. But somehow arguments just, I guess you don't even need to know what the person's saying for it to be funny. It's just how they're saying that shit sometimes. We gotta clip farm. We gotta clip farm some arguments. I've been wanting to clip farm with my boy. I won't say his names to not ruin it, but I think that should be funny to like start. I always want to start do like a fake beef. But sometimes people will say shit during the fake beef they'll go too far. You're like, well, damn, like, oh, that's how you really feel. I could tell. Okay. And then it gets too far. I remember, I'm not gonna say the name, but this is my homie in high school. I think it was his idea. He's like, yo, let's
Go to.
he was like, let's rap battle. And this is when I'm first starting to rhyme. Like, so I was like, okay, sure. So like I think I said some like shit that was kind of like edgy but kind of like corny edgy. And then he said some shit to me where I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I gotta relax. I went too far.
That's what he should have said. I mean, but it was, I don't even remember what it was, but it was just like, okay. Cause I probably like said like, I don't even know what the fuck I said, but it wasn't like, it was like kind of like maybe like a diss, but not like personal. Yo, I can't believe the huge difference of going live on YouTube versus going live like on desktop versus going live on the vertical on the phone. This is ridiculous. This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, Ty. Where all the viewers come from, and then they don't come and find the video. It's like they're fucking bots. It's like they're fucking bots. No, they're not bots, but well, they could be. I mean, shit. AI is AI. AI could probably trick a lot of people. My theory that the YouTube vertical engagement is AI bots, not real people. Nah, but they wouldn't make racist AI bots. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand. I don't understand. See, this shit is crazy. Pre-show, scheduled. No. And then it has to like count up all the actual views after. It's weird. The fucking math with the stream and shit, they make you feel like shit because you'll go up and they'll like post your views and it'll be like 3 views, but then they like calculate the live views and they add it after, and then it makes you feel like people like are watching your VOD, but it's really just like the fucking streamers from before. So then it's like, oh, okay, that's not that bad, but I guess okay, it could be better, but it's crazy. And I hate when platforms let you watch your own video and it contributes to the view. Like YouTube, I think you can watch it up to like 300 times. But most of them are only one, like Instagram, TikTok. But Kick, you can watch your own VOD over and over again and it counts. So you can run up your Kick views. Twitch, I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't really experimented with it enough. So there's that. But I mean, I try to avoid going on my videos on YouTube because I know it'll like boost it up. But like, yeah, sometimes I'll leave it alone and I'll just refresh the like my page with like all my videos on it. I'll just refresh that page and look at the view. But why not? Why not? Why not? Tomorrow's Thursday. I promise I will do something semi exciting this week or this weekend, or at least a good IRL, just something, a variety thing. I know I've been hitting the low-key desktops hard, but sometimes you just gotta, damn, I saw a fucking fly. Sometimes you just gotta like lay low. Sometimes you gotta fall back. Sometimes you gotta lay low. You gotta lay low. You gotta lay low to recollect. You gotta lay low to recollect. You know what I'm saying? I spent a couple dollars at SeaWorld, I'm not gonna lie. In San Diego, I'm not gonna lie. But it was good though. This nigga right here, the fish we call Clifford. You can't really see him. We'll do a close up on Clifford at some point. Yeah, I'm talking to you, my guy. I think he might be hidden by the overlay, but he's there. And he's like slightly out of focus. He's being all shy. You can see him a little bit floating around, but the reflection is not doing it right. But shout out Clifford though. Shout out Clifford. Oh fuck, not the camera. I'm trying to give Clifford some shine and it's backfiring. Here, I'll turn his light on. Sorry, I know. Oh, there he is. Look at him. My boy. Clifford the little red fish. I know it's a little crooked, but look at him. Yeah, that's you. That's all you, my guy. I'll turn the light off. I know. I already had it off. You were in your low key. Okay, yeah, he's telling me like, yo, turn that off. Bruh, I was chilling. Why would you turn that on? Why are you like this? All right, I'm gonna turn it off because he was just chilling mellow for a little bit. There you go. My bad, my guy. Maybe you can still see him a little bit. It's gonna be much harder though. Let's see. The chat's kind of covering him too. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Not the camera. Fuck. That was kind of bad. Ooh, bad. Yeah. Yeah, you can see him lurking in the shadows now. He likes to chill right here under this plant. That's like his like bedroom right here. Very captivating. Very captivating animal. Yo, there's people that really take these type of fish serious. Like, yo, you got to make your beta happy, and they won't be happy with this size tank. And I'm like, damn, this is deep. How do you know? Like, because the last time I checked, this dude was living in a fucking Tupperware container in Petco. So how would he not be happy with a tank that's literally 100 times bigger? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But, you know, PETA's gonna PETA. You know, but some people, you know, animal rights. I get it, though. I get it. But I don't think that animals think about shit the way that we think about. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not like, they just don't know. But, I mean, maybe it's ignorant to think that they don't care. But, you know, it's like, this beta fish was probably raised in a fucking tiny ass, like, I gave him my mansion. You came up, a little orphan Annie over here. You know what I mean? Daddy Warbucks. Who knows though? Who knows? How can it not be better? How can it not? Shout out Clifford. W Clifford. W co-host. He's cool though, he's chill. We gotta get him like, we're gonna get him like a little house. Like a little shelter to you know, just hide out. You know, if he wants to chill out and it's bright, he could chill out in there. You know, just a little variety. I wanna get him a little house, and I wanna get him a mirror and a ring so he could go through the ring. 'Cause I saw him going through plants and shit. He was like diving through that shit. I was like, okay, you're playing. So get him a couple things just to keep his mind occupied. You know, I think the mirror is cool because that's kind of like, you know, I don't want every episode to be about Clifford, but damn, he's a good guy. I'm not gonna lie. We had a fish named Charlie. I think it was red too. I can't remember if it was blue or red. I feel like it was red, but it could have been blue. That's a good question. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure he was red though. And we had this fish named Charlie that just lived and lived and lived. But that was when I was a kid. Now we got Clifford, bright red fish. Color still looks healthy. Hopefully, I don't know shit about it. I gotta figure out how to clean the water, how to do everything. I have no idea. No idea. He was living in a Tupperware container this big. And they said that he could be in there for like a month. So it's like, this must be fucking, you know what I mean? Moving on up. Can't always get the, he's like middle class, you know? He's not wealthy. He's a good middle class. You know what I mean? He's middle class. More than enough space. More than enough space. This would be a nice ass, like duplex apartment type shit. Yeah, real shit. 2-floor? 2-floor duplex. That's what this is for him. And I'll get you some more furniture, don't you worry. I'll get you some toys, some furniture. And what's crazy, the setup does cost some bread, but the fish costs about $3. I'm not gonna lie. So there will be no waste. But I hope this fish lives for 1,000 years and more. I know he will. At least 1,000 years. It's gonna be the oldest living betta fish in the world. He's gonna be 6 feet tall. It's just gonna keep growing. He's gonna start eating regular food. He's gonna learn to talk. He's gonna go to college. Everything. Learn to ride a bike. Everything. He's gonna learn sign language because fish can't talk, but it will still be effective. Everything. Yep. 3 weeks later. No, Clifford. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, Clifford's gonna live for thousands and thousands of years in our minds. Hey, sometimes the things you speak into existence exist. So today I put a skull, a like marble skull in his tank, and he seemed pretty excited about that. I don't know why, but and then we put a rock, a smooth stone in there. So little things, so it's not just so little obstacles and things. So he still likes his little resting spot though. It's always there under this one little plant. But maybe he's just watching and chilling and he feels safe covered up by that a little bit. That's where he chose. So it's consistent. I fuck with it. Oh. When does Mafia-thon start? So he's basically gonna be in Vegas for his Mafia-thon? Is that what he's alluding to? Cause we might have to pull up. We might have to schedule a little stream snipe. If I can stream snipe Kai Cenat, I feel like, come on, right? That's a good one. Stream sniping Kai Cenat would be legendary. I can get to Vegas. Getting to Vegas is easy from LA. It's a little drive or a little plane ticket, but you know, it's doable. I don't want to do it though. But even like staying in Vegas is very affordable. Like you could just kind of like go, like if you're here, you could just kind of like go and do that kind of for fun. You know, and not really be thinking about it too much. A little, you're paying a little something, but like, not really. $60 hotels and shit. To me, that's like, you could figure that shit out. Because you only need about 2 days, you know. Get there, get a hotel, 2 days, and then still have like a whole ass day after you leave the hotel type shit, you know what I mean? So you could get like 3 days out of 2 nights type of thing. Yeah, he definitely chills right there every time. How long have we been on? 34 minutes, okay. Time is going slow. Yeah, I swear, sometimes it'll be like how this just felt, but it'll be like an hour. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck just happened? What else happened today? I was able to get some more work done. It's like I've been trying to like get better at like multitasking because that shit fucking drains me. Damn, I feel like this camera's too bright. What am I doing? Yeah. It drains me sometimes where I have to do like too many things, like of like different projects and stuff, like working on multiple projects at one time. So I've just been trying to balance that. Sometimes you just gotta do like just focusing on either the hard stuff first or focus on the little things first to get them out of the way. But it's very satisfying to like make progress on the big stuff. So I definitely had to like go out of my way to like make some progress on the big project. And that's what I did. I like how this shows up in the glasses. Yo, chat, Yo, what does skibbity toilet even mean? What does that even mean? What does skibbity toilet mean? Because someone on YouTube live earlier said, say skibbity toilet and I'll donate $100. Of course they didn't, but I still said it, just in case. Who wouldn't? Skibbity Toilet is a popular web series created by The Fuck Boom on YouTube, known for its surreal and chaotic conflict between skibbity toilets and this is stupid. I've seen that picture and I've seen that image, but like, so it just means nothing. It's just some like little meme word, like yabba dabba doo. Shazam. Yeah, I wish it would. I don't even think I have donations enabled on YouTube yet. I don't think I need to be a partner. I got a lot of watch hours to go. I think I need more watch hours. Well, that's why I like these long form contents, because if enough people just get trapped in the algorithm, you might get your watch hours up. I need more clips though. I definitely need to be clipping. It's hard to clip yourself though, for real. Like to really, because you understand your context 1,000%. So it's almost like, of course, certain shit's gonna be funny to you. So you gotta like think of it from an outside perspective type shit. Very hard to clip yourself. But some shit is obviously just clippable. But even just knowing the right part to clip and how to word it from a third perspective is kind of, it's difficult. It's difficult. I'm trying to think if I have any clippable moments from like recent times besides I'm just a stream sniper. Like that is the bar, right? So it's like, oh no, we got the hot chicken. But you know what's crazy? That's what it's saying. It's like the setup sometimes is what makes it viral. That's my term I like to use, viral by design. If you're gonna go interact with DDG, yeah, you could probably clip that. If you're gonna go eat the hottest fucking chicken at Dave's Hot Chicken, yeah, you can clip that shit. If I'm talking and that is day 80 about, for whatever reason, go watch day 80. I don't know why. It might just be vibes. If I'm just talking day 77 about some bullshit, there probably is clips. I don't even watch the shit back. That's really my issue. I don't even watch the shit back. I don't even know if I have clips. No, I would think I would see that, but I know. Even like SeaWorld, like, is there a good clip? Actually, there is a good clip. I was on that roller coaster. It's fucking hilarious. Yo, go watch day. Yo. Go watch day 78 part 1 and go to the chapter and go to the description and it has the chapters and go to writing Emperor reactions. Or is that after? It's when we're writing it. No. Emperor is yeah. But it's actually called the Electric Eel. I need to change that. Go. Yeah. Go on day 78 and around the 317 mark. You can hear us screaming on the roller coaster. The camera is down in the bin and is looking up, and you can see our car going over it once in a while. W angle by the person that did it. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but that was a W angle. And the mic cuts out and shit because we get too far. The range on these Rode mics is not as far as I thought it would be. Because that shit just cut the fuck out. But kind of fire though when you're close to it. That was a W clip. We touched a manta ray. I guess that could be a clip, but it's not really like I would have to do something crazy though. There was like probably like one where I touched it and I was like, oh shit, I ran away or some shit, but I don't know. I would hire a clipper. I gotta figure out like how much I could afford to pay per clip though, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I could pay like max $10 a clip. You know what I'm saying? With like a cap of like maybe 3. So I got $30 for it for a day of clipping for you. If you want that, I got you. You know, and if it's like a really viral one, maybe I could pay a little bit more. But we could do a base of like 5 to 10. But I only want like viral clips, so like don't clip it if it's not like hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Almost like check with me, like, yo, you want me to clip this shit? I could. I'd be like, yeah. I don't know if I've gotten anything since Dave's Hot Chicken Day. Like, probably, you know what I mean? Probably. But, what do we do after that? Have I done an IRL since? No, I had to, right? It's been more conceptual rather than viral by design, but there's shit coming up. I gotta do something at this wedding. Yeah, there's been a lot of desktops except for C-Road. See, yeah, we keep switching it up though. It's still consistent though. I'm not gonna lie. And what's crazy is like the other vertical live, it has 35 views before I put it on listed, and the pre-show earlier tonight has 3 views. But and I stayed on for like almost exact same amount of time too. It's very interesting how the numbers work, like how a Tuesday could be so different than a fucking Wednesday. I don't understand. Even like posting on TikTok, like you post one video, it gets 1,000 views, and you post another one and it gets 200 views, and it's like struggling. And it's like, damn, this one was supposed to be, you know, I really don't get it. Like, how could the time and day you post, I get how it would matter, but like, how does it matter like so crazy? Like, are humans just on some weird ass system, like some weird ass schedule where we just, I don't know. It's strange. Why not? Why not? Wine not? Why not? Wine not Wednesday? It's wine, not Wednesday, because it's technically Thursday. Why not Wednesdays? Y'all don't even like wine. I feel like Jesus right now. Respectfully. All this wine I'm drinking. I turn my water into wine like I'm that's crazy. I relapse, turn my water into wine like I'm Jesus. Yeah, that's it, crazy. No disrespect though. Yo, I went to Catholic school from 2nd grade to 12th grade. I did 10 years of Catholic school, so I'm familiar with Jesus. I'm familiar with the Rosary, the Hail Mary, the Our Father, confession, communion, the 12 commandments, or the 10 commandments, my bad, 12 apostles, Old Testament, New Testament. Yeah. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. All that shit, bro. You know, it's crazy. I went to Catholic school, but I wasn't Catholic. And it's so crazy because it's like you can just be Catholic. It's like, to me as a kid, it was just so like I had to make sure that it was known that no. Like, so, and, you know, it's so crazy. It's fucking crazy, like what you believe when you're younger. So when you go to Catholic school, you go to church during school sometimes, like at least once a month. And then like near holidays, Christmas, I think mostly is like more of a big deal. And well, at least we did. We like practiced for this whole Christmas presentation. And yeah, you just go to mass during school sometimes. You just have it, and everyone, of course, all the kids are like, "Oh God, this shit." Well, damn, that sounds kind of crazy to say, "Oh God, this shit," but dead ass. Because it was boring. It was it was probably only like a good hour, but like an hour of like you gotta be on your quietest behavior and whatever. So basically, during mass, you would everybody would individually go up and get the Eucharist, the body of Christ, the communion, basically the little cracker with the wine. But in this church, it was just a little biscuit cracker thing, and no wine. Maybe at the regular, not during school. I guess maybe they just didn't do it. And so they would go up and get it, body of Christ. I forgot what they used to say because I didn't do it. Body of Christ. I forgot what the words are. They go up and eat it. I think the priest would even put it on their tongue or some shit. That shit is out of pocket. I don't think about this shit. And it was a Catholic thing. I was Christian, but I wasn't necessarily Catholic. I guess I was Protestant. I don't know, but it was just like a thing that you could be. And so I didn't go. I never went up and got communion. I should have. Like, I'm crazy for not just doing that shit. I never tried it. I should have just tried it. I would always be like, what did it taste like? Oh, like nothing. It's like, damn, I should have just went up. No one would have stopped me. I could have just did that shit. But I just thought like it mattered. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that it actually mattered. Like, oh, they're gonna know that I'm not, and I'm gonna be embarrassed, or God's gonna know that I wasn't supposed to take the little cracker. I should have did that shit. And also it was cool because I kind of felt like kind of fire about it. Like I didn't have to go up and do that shit. And like the teacher couldn't say shit. I'm Protestant. So relax, you gotta relax. And also, when there was confession, we would do like the whole shit, the Lent, the confession, the Lent, the Ash Wednesdays. I didn't do the Ash Wednesday. I didn't have to do confessions. I could always just be like, that's crazy, because I wasn't. There would be occasionally a couple kids that are not Catholic. And we like stood on that shit. It's like, no, we don't gotta do that shit. Never had an ash on my head. I probably had ashes one time. Like I probably like went up like one time and was just like, cause it was like maybe the teacher was like, anyone can get the ashes if you want. You don't just have to be Catholic. So I was like, all right, turn up. I guess I'll get the ashes. Shit. But I think I heavily avoided that because I was like, I don't want that shit on my head. Damn, son. So that was that. That was my Catholic school experience. It was a whole lot of Wait. Did my YouTube end? Hold on. Don't play with me. Wait. There's no way. Catholic school experience. Oh, we're still good. Sorry. Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you say this in my chat, Briggs? That's AO. What the?
Pause.
You're getting timed out. That's out of pocket. Yeah. Why would you say that? What the fucky? Yeah. I can't even. That made me feel like uncomfortable. I'm just gonna like chat that out. So it's not on my screen anymore. Damn, I can't even chat it out. I'll do some on, I don't even know why I said GG. I should have said, this. I need to chat that out. That was pause. You got me fucked up. Ayo. That says Ayo, 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 not ow, 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 ow. Oh, let me spam pause. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, Briggs? What the fuck is your problem? Thank you, yeah. Clear that shit out. Thank you. See, okay, Ty. Yeah, why, wait, Ty. Why can't I paste my, yeah, I think it might stop you at some point. Why can't I paste my emotes in your chat, but I can paste your emotes in my chat? What is that? Is that some setting? Exactly. I can't. What is that setting that you have? I can't do that on your chat. I can't put mine on your chat, and we're both subscribed to each other's chat. How? I must know. Is that some like affiliate shit? I must know. I must know. Have to download something called what? That sounds like I might fucking time you out for saying that. What the fuck does that mean? Seven TV. There's no way that that's a real thing. That's the answer for why you can put your emotes in my chat, but I can't put mine in your chat. That is impossible. You must be responding to something else. 7TV. What? What does that even mean? Why is it just not an option on Twitch? It seems like it's something Twitch. Web extension called 7TV. So that you can put your emotes in any... But weren't we just doing this the other day? Where we could put our emotes everywhere, and now I just can't do it. So why all of a sudden is it like that? That's where I'm confused. I can't believe somebody sent that fucking that sus ass message. Like, I feel it's like, I guess it's a copy and paste, but I mean, appreciate the no, I don't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying though? Weren't we just talking? We could look it up. We could roll the tape. I don't know how I find that, but we could roll the tape. We were just saying like, oh yeah, turn it like it's a. Well, maybe your 7TV, you have a setting on it that blocks people from putting their emotes in your chat. Maybe that's what it is. Because that doesn't make sense. The fact that I can pull up Soldier Boy emotes and right now, and I can pull yours up too, actually. But I can't pull up my own or copy and paste them in. It doesn't work. That's where I'm like, what the fuck? $54 minutes and 28 seconds. We're doing good. We're doing great. Shout out Ty for helping spam out that sus ass comment on the screen. Yo, this dude's crazy. That's a weird. If that's a bot, that's even weirder too. Someone just programmed a bot to say some freaky ass shit. Yeah. Yo, I saw Soldier Boy is using some of the same effects too. I was like, how can you not though? That shit's built in. He's got some good. I have a very similar one to this, but you know, of course, it's gonna be the same shit. He's using that shake one. The only thing I don't like about the one where it's dancing is that it makes it smaller, so it's even harder to see. This one right here. It just shrinks it down so much for no reason. So I guess so it stays in the frame, but it kind of fucks it up. W Soldier Boy though. I fuck with Soldier Boy. Yeah, I want to be the first streamer to that chats in their chat. I feel like I chat a lot in my chat. I use it differently. I haven't really seen a lot, but mostly because a lot of bigger streamers, you can't even see their fucking chat, so it's like a little different. Obviously, people pin shit in their chat or whatever, but I'm talking about like actually use their chat to like communicate to. Like on the plane, I was talking in the chat. Yo, I was on the train when we were going to San Diego. I was gonna stream on that shit, but it was just it was cool, but you go like 5-10 minutes and then that shit'll cut out. And that shit was whack. When at the train stops, oftentimes there was no reception, especially when you got closer to San Diego. I kind of wish I probably could have streamed for like a good 20 minutes without it cutting out, but it was just about timing. It would have been a cool little stream, but it wasn't the right timing. Plus some shit was happening behind the scenes. Candid. Through 2.5 minutes until the hour mark. I don't give a fuck. It's 12:17, so technically it's Thursday, but still Wednesday night. We in this bitch. I gotta get like Ty. Ty has been growing paws. Ty has been yeah, I mean, I gotta start promoting to the homies a little more. I saw my homie Gerard on because he put me onto this crypto channel where this dude analyzes certain cryptos, mostly XRP or whatever. And I'm seeing my boy Gerard in the chat. I'm like, oh, you a chat nigga? Like, come over to this side. Come over to this side. What's going on? Like, you could chat on blockchain backer YouTube, but you can't throw a rocket ship on my shit. Granted, it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m. where you're at in New York, but still, bro, you gotta come show me some love. At least leave a comment on the VOD. If it's like that, you chatting? I didn't even know you would chat. I can show the message. But it's all jokes, of course. And that's Gerard. I still got to get him on the stream. Still got to get him on the stream. Yeah. Yo, Ty, can you... I think you can change your first badge to the orange Super Kyle badge, too. But the first one looks fire, too, though. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you do have access to change your first badge to the orange Super Kyle. I think that's like 1 month tier. And I'm the worst with fucking badges and shit. I could, and I'm only the worst because I could potentially do so much more. I'm just fucking lazy, so I'm just reusing shit from Kick and shit. Like I could really be making like some real cool shits, but it's like, whatever. It's like, it's like it's the you see how on my shit you see the little orange next to the broadcaster, and then the next one is 1 month. It's a little orange shit. You should be able to edit where it says first. It doesn't show for me. See, that's why Twitch be on some. I don't understand Twitch fully. They have so many exceptions and rules, and I don't know. I was able to change my artist badge on yours. I don't think I changed the. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But you see, do you see mine being orange though? You see that shit though? At least do you at least see mine on my chat? I mean, you should have access to it. I don't know how it works. This shit confuses me every time. The emotes fuck me up because I swear I understand it, and then it's like I can't even drop my shit on other people's shit. But I can put Soldier Boy's emotes on other people's shit. Make that make sense. And he has some good emotes, so I'm not mad at it, but damn. You might have to change something in the settings. Yeah, maybe. Viewer rewards. I can't do this right now. I can't do this right now. Yeah, nah. I'm a little too faded for this, I won't lie. I gotta look at this tomorrow. This is overwhelming, to say the least. Yeah, about that. Unless you could tell me which page to go to, I'm a little confused. Yeah, so you got those emotes. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's everything, nothing makes sense. The fact that you have access, yo, put all the which ones. So you have access to, but those are also because you're subscribed though too. That you have access to certain ones. I don't. But that's fire though. You have the lighter and the bomb. That's fire. I'm telling you, my slow. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Tier 1 is, okay, you get the pause, the bomb, the GG, the pour, and the $sign. Yeah, that's fire. Tier 2, you get the 419 symbol. Tier 3, you get the stack of money. See, I don't like how they necessarily organize this. I like how Kick does their emotes a little better, but I get it. It's like incentive, it's thought out. And then the animated emotes, you have all the access. You have the sad rain one, that sad one with the rain. Do you have access to that? I guess that's part of tier 1. Actually, oh, I see it. And then bonus emotes, the rocket and the party, which I don't know if you have the rocket and the party. I don't know what those are, but maybe you do. Yeah. You got the, yeah. You just gotta sub up, you get some good emotes. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you got the whole shebang. Really, and the other ones aren't even that great, I'm not gonna lie. The other ones are just, I don't even have, oh wait, no, I don't have them. Yeah, it's just this, and this. So I try to put the front ones, the best ones up front, just so people would have some good ones to, but you do have to subscribe to say pause though. I thought that was fair. So that was super fair. Oh, I can't even see what this is. What is that? Oh, I can see it. Is that Everybody Hates Chris? What is that guy's name again? Jesse. No, what's his name? Chris. No. What is that dude's name? What is Everybody Hate Chris's name? Jace. Bobby Maxwell. No. What is his name? Are you saying it? Hold on. I got this thing showing. Hold on. Isn't it like James Earl Ray? Juniper Richardson? What is his name? Hold on, I'm not looking at the chat. Oh, Tyler? Oh yeah, Tyler James? His name's Tyler? Really? Wait, what's Everybody Hates Chris name? Everybody Hates Chris name. This is the type of shit. This is how I Google shit. I'm not gonna lie. Tyler James Williams. I was saying some shit like that. I feel like I said some James or something Williams. I think I was on the right track. I said something. Oh, these are good emotes. I don't know where you get these from. So when you're with a turbo, do you get the emotes too? The emotes too? No, that's impossible, right? I was close. Don't hate. I was close. I was like saying Tyler. I knew it was like some fancy ass name. Something. Yeah, I was off. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, but how do I close? Oh, I see. Cause it's not full window. Yeah. Yeah. It was like, one of those names like Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I knew it was something along the. I did not think Tyler though. That was the last thing I was thinking. I thought his name was James or Michael. Tyler threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie. Tyler James Williams. I feel like this is the first time I've ever heard that in my life. Like, you hear it as just like three generic names, Tyler James Williams. You've heard all these names in different combinations before, so it just blends in. You know what I'm saying? Williams, come on. How many black people are named Williams? James Williams there's probably 8 billion people named James Williams in this world. Tyler Williams. That sounds like a regular ass black name. Like Tyler Williams. Like I feel like everybody went to high school with nah, not me. I never met a Tyler Williams, but if I did, I can like picture what he looks like in my head. The James is the fancy part. He was just Tyler Williams. All of a sudden he's Tyler James Williams. How many people do you know in your real life where you say the middle name? Not many. Not many. He's Tyler Williams. T-Dub. TW. Which is a great name. That's a good. He should start streaming and go under TW. That's hard. Tyler James Williams, aka Everybody Hates. He's always gonna be Everybody Hates Chris. In a good way. You wish you could be the title character on a TV show. You wish. Fun fact, I was on an episode of Everybody Hates Chris one time. Low key. It was they were watching a movie. I was in the movie theater. You probably didn't even see me. They probably cut me off. But what's crazy is that like I was on Everybody Hates Chris as an extra. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Why are we dropping? You good, Mud? Like,
You good, Mud?
like what the fuck just happened? What the fuck? Are we good? Are we live? Let me know, cause something. We up? Did something happen? That's been happening a lot. That shit never happens. What the fuck, bro? Why are you gay? Why did you do that? You dirty dog. You dirty, dirty dog. Okay, we're still live on Twitch. I feel like Kick might have done some weird shit. Are we back or what? Are we back? because I'm watching my ingest and I just saw it went offline, and it said YouTube was experiencing some technical difficulties. What the fuck? Why? Tell them that it's human nature. Wait, huh? I didn't pin this. Anyway. I don't know what happened, my bad. I don't know what happened, my bad. Well, anyways, I was saying I was on Everybody Hates Chris one time as an extra, and some random dude from my high school was like, I saw you on Everybody Hates Chris, da da da. And I remember replying like, oh, really? Wow, that's interesting. Like, thanks or whatever. But I think he was just like being racist or some shit, you know? Like it was like a coincidence. I just happened to like be on that shit because there's no way you saw me. And like he didn't respond. And I was like, are you just saying some weird shit? You know, I'm kind of like, I will hunt you down. Briggs, fuck you. What? But why does it unmute the message though? Do I just ban him? Yeah, that's probably spam. Fuck him. That's not a real fan. That's a spammer. Yo, I hope I can't even open up Kick. Oh, I have Kick right here. What am I talking about? I will hunt you down. No, I think I'm still online. Yeah, I don't know. That shit was weird. It said I was offline, but I guess I'm good. Oh shit. We're still going. We're still going. I don't know. We're still going. Like we're still towing. I guess I'm still online. I saw some weird messages, but I guess we're good. Something happened. I don't know what, but alright. Yeah, it's weird how the views fluctuate. This shit is random. And how they just stop, you know? It's like, it's very strange. This shit, content creation is very fickle. One time it'll be one thing you think it is, and then you're like, okay, this works. Then you like try to like enhance it or make it better, and you just break your whole shit. Pause. You just fuck up. The worst thing you could do is like, when it's working, try to like enhance it. Just keep that shit the way it is, low key. I don't know. It's just weird. And then sometimes shit'll just break. That's what's the crazy thing. You like think you have the internet figured out, and then like something will change, and then your shit, the same shit you've been doing, will not even work. It's very heartbreaking because you're like, then you just like start scrambling to like get that feeling back, and then sometimes it's just some fucking written in code into like whatever platform you're on. It's like, okay, your first 3 videos are gonna push out heavy, and then after that, you're on your own, and it's like you don't even realize it's happening. So they like build your confidence up, and then they just take it away from you. It's some shit like that. It's like, I think my sister one time was telling me that like if you make a new YouTube account, you get a certain push within the first like certain amount of time or whatever. Like, and then after that, they just stop. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Being manipulated. It doesn't make sense that my internet would dip. I never have issues with my shit kind out on desktop. That's the crazy shit. And I restarted the router too a couple days ago. Like I never have issues. Like I never have to restart this shit for like 80 days, and then all of a sudden, strange. Every once in a while, I guess, it has some issues, but maybe it's just my computer struggling to keep going. It really shouldn't be though. But sometimes it could just spike randomly. Hour 15. Yeah, we're doing good. I can go to 2 hours. Easily. I gotta watch this Murda Mook Hitman Holla battle. I feel like I've been waiting for that for a long time. Like I feel like they announced this shit like a minute ago and being like, "Oh shit, I know Murder Mook. Oh shit, I know Hitman Holla. That could be a good one. That's like one for the culture. If they haven't battled already, maybe they did back in the day on some low key shit. But that shit is an hour. I hate fucking battle rap videos because they're so fucking long. It should be that should be a 15-minute video. No, hold on. 2, 4, 6. That should be like a 10-minute video type shit. Not a 55-minute video, but hopefully there's a lot of shit to fast forward through. But I don't know. Battle rap is crazy. It's a whole different type of sport. It's not like rapping. It's not like making music. It's the same shit, but it's like so different. I'm missing you. Damn, that song is stuck in my head. That shit's been stuck in my head for a minute. And I just saw a performance of Case performing that shit. And that shit was cool, I'm not gonna lie.
With Ride Tech, we'll automatically check in if the unexpected happens on your ride.
Stop being a bitch. I'm missing you. It was a good performance, I'm not gonna lie.
It's so long and my days ago I don't have you. How can I be so damn demanding? No, you said that it's over now, but I can't let go. Every day I wanna pick up the phone and tell you that you're everything I need and more. If only I could find you. Like a cold summer afternoon. Like the snow coming down the chimney. Like a wedding without a sing it. I'm missing you. The desert without the sun. The water without land. Like the wind without a yes. Driving around, thought I saw you pass me.
Yeah.
Rearview mirrors playing tricks on me 'cause you fade away. Maybe I'm just hallucinating.
Yeah.
'Cause my loneliness got the best of me and my heart's so weak. Every day I wanna pick up the phone.
That shit sounds like the record, I'm not gonna lie. That's a dope ass performance. Yo, check that shit out. That's on For Shooters Only trademark. Type in Case Missing You. And then I love the song Touch Me, Tease Me too, pause.
Was a photograph right here. The way you're making me feel. And girl, you know this love is real.
That shit's hard. That's like an early record I remember, like so early. Like Nutty Professor soundtrack type shit. Damn. Case is Case the homie, you know Case is fire. I like when artists sound exactly like the record, because you have to really try to like tap into like that original. It's easy to sing it like a new way, but where you sound exactly like the record is crazy. That's like, I love that shit. Like, and match all the ad libs when they come in and baby, I'm missing you. Like the exact part, like he hit that shit too in that performance. That's why we love it, like the exact way it is. That's what's unfortunate about Lauryn Hill when you go see her. Nothing unfortunate. It's a pleasure and an honor to go see her. There would never be any Lauryn Hill slander on this live, but she has to do these kind of like reimagined versions of her hits. So it's like, it's a lose, we bust go. You know the song, but it's not gonna sound exactly similar to how you want it to sound. So that's a tough one, because of the whole whatever masters and rights and shit. But you can still vibe to it and go. Yeah, no, it's a privilege to go to a Lauryn Hill concert. So it is what it is. You get what you get. You know what I mean? You get something new. My picks on his episode of Unsung. Case hit an Unsung. Yeah, right? Like, what the fuck? Like, I love Touch Me, Tease Me. I love I'm Missing You. I like those records live in my head. It's like part of like my DNA. Like, it's just, I've been singing I'm Missing You for like a week now. Like, just because I'm obsessed with the fucking ad libs. I'm obsessed with the ad libs on that song. I'm missing you. Like, just the different variations. Baby, I'm missing you. Like, that's just, man, that part of songwriting and production is just like, all right, yeah, now do the ad libs. Like, do the runs on the end. Like, Beyonce was in his video Happily Ever After. I don't know that song. But that was a good time, though, where, like, there was that innocent period where Beyonce was not the top, like, person, where she was just, like, a young, up-and-coming new girl or whatever. Like, where Beyonce was, like, at the level of, like, a Sierra at one point, you know? No shade of Sierra, but, you know. It's just what it is, you know? Beyonce was, like, a Tyla at one point, you know what I mean? Case Happily Ever After. Yeah, I gotta remember Case, because I always confuse Case and Next. I don't know why. I feel like it's like the same era, but I gotta remember that Case is Case and Next is a group. Case Happily Ever After. Trying to get me flagged. Ty's trying to get me flagged. Yeah. Yeah.
Those were the words I said to you.
Yeah.
Was last May, don't know the exact day. In my head there was a ring. Then you told me that you love me.
Add an ad lib so we don't get flagged. Yeah.
Anything in your life.
Yeah.
So I asked you.
I don't remember this one. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, I guess I remember this one. Damn, who produced this? R. Kelly? It sounds like feeling on your booty. Yeah, I can see that like playing at the time. Yeah, as a video. Oh, the video. Oh yeah, Beyonce's in it. Hold on. Oh yeah, she is. Wow. Check. She sounds like Cisco a little bit. That was like the style to like sound like that. That was a Cisco. Who else sounded like Cisco? Tyrese. Tyrese and Cisco sound very similar. And Case. But Case has his own vibe. Cisco has his own vibe. And Tyrese kind of sounds like a mixture of both of them. But Tyrese is still Tyrese though. Tyrese is a whole different animal. The beat. The beat, not the lyrics, the beat. I think Case and Tyrese was before Cisco. Cisco is like 99, 2000. Case, I feel like it's 2002. It could be 2001, but I could be wrong. But Touch Me, Tease Me is definitely before Cisco. You're right. So I'm Missing You is 2000, so it's around the same time as Cisco, the thong song, but also Drew Hill is probably like 98, 97, 99. And Touch Me, Tease Me is like 96. So I think you're right. I'll spend the night with you. And that's that PSK beat. Yeah, Touch Me Teasing 96. Because Nutty Professor soundtrack, I believe it was on that. If not, yeah, it is, literally. I think Case and Tyrese was before Cisco. So I believe the Tyrese Coca-Cola commercial was before Cisco as a solo artist. Drew Hill, let's see when Drew Hill Tell Me came out. '96. I didn't realize that song was that old. Drew Hill Tell Me is from '96. So Drew Hill Tell Me came out the same year as Touch Me Tease Me. That's kind of crazy. I did not realize that. That's kind of insane. I would have thought that Touch Me Tease Me was way earlier. Wow. I remember seeing Drew Hill Tell Me for the first time premiere on All That. And they were doing the dance. The jump up dance. That was legendary. That was legendary. That was a legendary moment. I swear they broke on All That. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Back. Yeah. But I think Tell Me's the first single from Drew Hill, Sleeping in My Bed, maybe like second or third. But they also sound like Casey and JoJo. So which one is KC and which one is JoJo? Yeah, we got a clip. Me doing the Tell Me dance is crazy. Wasn't even thinking that would be that funny, but that's fucking. Bruh, my bad. I did the fucking. Yeah. Yeah, I started off on a chair, and then I stood up. Go on Twitch if you want to see the clip. That's fucking hilarious. Or just rewind on YouTube. Yeah, I was like, wow, Ty went silent for a second, but he was clipping me up. Put that as one of my yeah. Yeah. Yo, I felt that in the moment. Yo, I'm like doing the most, and like I felt that energy, but I'm almost like in a dream right now. So I was like, I'm not even realizing the full reality of my actions. It gets the people going. Yeah. Yeah, I've never even seen that movie, low-key. No. Is that from Talladega Nights? I guess have I seen that movie? That's a good question. Or is that from like the ice skating movie? That's the one with Will Ferrell and the guy that played Napoleon Dynamite, right? What movie is that? Man, that was a good laugh. Ah. Yeah, it's just funny because I went to the bathroom and I come back and I see a clip. I'm like, yo, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah. I didn't even watch the clip with audio. I have no idea what I said. Yeah, we got to start the Tell Me dance trend again, because that was a great dance. That might be there's not a lot of R&B dances. That might be the best R&B dance. Because like after that, it's probably some Temptation shit. Maybe Chris Brown's got a couple, but the Tell Me dance that's beating hip hop in a lot of categories too. That's a great dance. They had What are the members of Drew Hill? You got Cisco, Woody, Nokio, and there's one more. There's one more, maybe two more. They had the big dude doing the Tell Me dance. Like that's what really solidified it. I remember seeing it because it was the dance, but it was all different shapes and sizes doing the dance, jumping high. They were jumping so high. I've never seen people jump that high in my life. It was the most amazing. They were singing and like getting air. That shit was incredible. Calf muscles all day. Jazz, okay, Jazz, Woody, Cisco, Nokio, right? Nokio is the problem one, right? And then Jazz is right, the one that Jazz quit the dancing parts, right? Who is the big dude? Is that Woody, right? Cisco, Nokio. And Jazz is the one that sang the leads on Sleeping in My Bed, right? No. No, that's Beauty Is Her Name. Woody is my guy. Every now and then he texts me. Jazz was a big dude. Yeah, it was Jazz. Yeah, nah, they were killing it though. That also reminds me of Pretty Ricky. Great group as well. Great group as well. Pretty Ricky's a great group. Woody's the churchy one. Who's the artist one? That's Jazz, right? No. So that's Nokio is the freaky one. Not freaky. I mean that respectfully. Like the artistic one. The punk rock one is Nokio then. Yo, Cisco's freaky too. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Cisco's a legend though. Cisco is a fucking legend. Remember the release the Dragon, right? Remember the Release the Dragon video that never came out? Yeah. Isn't DMX on that some shit or something like that? Unleash the Dragon, not Release the Dragon. Unleash the Dragon. Yeah. Unleash the Dragon. That shit was hard. Everybody wanted that video to come out so bad. They did like a making the video, and it just never came out. And you might be able to actually find that shit low key, or the actual version of it on YouTube now. But it was like a whole thing. Cisco, I think something happened to Cisco. I think he reached that top tier, and they started to what's the word called, tamper with the boy. He seems like tampered goods. I don't know. Son's a little off about Cisco, but because he's like still just as talented, but it's like, well, what happened? Like, but that's a tough one. They did the Thong Song was a huge record, undeniable hit. Sampled Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles, low key. Maybe he lost all the publishing on that. Maybe he thought it was like, damn, they put all this work into it, and he just had to recoup fucking $20 million or something to pay off the fucking sample for the Beatles. I don't know. Maybe it was some dumb shit like that. Yeah, that's Beatles. Cisco's on Twitch. Oh shit! Hold on, we gotta follow Cisco on Twitch. That's news to me. Cisco would be on Twitch. That's hard. Salute Cisco. I feel like he's like 50 years old but can still do a backflip. You have to respect that. I might learn this year. In 2026, that might be one of my goals, to learn how to backflip. Wow, Cisco is on Twitch. Shout W Ty for knowing that Cisco's on Twitch. He has 1.3 followers. And he was live 14 hours ago. You gotta relax, Cisco, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Not Cisco being live 16 days ago with the VOD. Cisco plays Zelda? That's what you do? Nigga, backflip and dance and go IRL and do Cisco shit. We don't want to see you playing video. All right, I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much right now.
I gotta relax. I went too far.
I went too far. I'm not gonna lie. We should be blessed to be graced by Cisco's presence in such a vulnerable state as Twitch. Wow, look at Cisco. He's the same old Cisco. He even has a dragon on his shirt. How on brand. Cisco's on some other shit. I wonder what Cisco's net worth is. I feel like he's worth a good, cool, like 500,000, like liquid, like easy though, like on some real shit, which is not a bad place to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like celebrity net worth is gonna say he's worth like 5 million. Cisco net worth. He might be worth 20, low key. 6 million. I was close. I was close. Yeah, 6 million. That's a good bag. I'm not gonna lie. You could make 6 million work for you. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for referring Cisco on Twitch. I will be tuned in religiously. Oh man, I'm watching the fuck out of Cisco Twitch. I'm a Cisco fan. Like, you gotta relax with Cisco. He made platinum hair. We don't even know how he did that to this day. That was different. He really made his hair platinum, like he really like did that shit. Like I swear at one point it was actually silver. He had silver actual hair, but when you look at it, it's like silver. I don't know how to explain it. It was just, you had to be there. Maybe we had some grainy ass fuzzy TVs or something, but he had platinum hair. I don't know if it was just white. I don't know if it was gray, but that shit was hard at the time, especially. Cisco might have had a belly ring though. That was the only thing that was a little like, all right, bro, you got. That was like, man, you made this song. Dum, 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 dum. Yo, I didn't even know that Eleanor Rigby song even existed, and like, I had Cisco the Thong Song as part of my catalog of music. I ended up hearing Eleanor Rigby after that, just on some Beatles shit, and then later I caught, oh, it sampled that song. Like later, like this is like 10 years. Not that I'm old enough to have 10 years, but that's kind of what happened. I didn't know. I like both songs. They're both good songs. I prefer the thong song, I'm not gonna lie. She's never be like a, don't stop it, does like one. Say it again. That's a great melody. I don't even know how you pull that melody over that beat. Who wrote that? The song Beauty by Drew Hill is amazing. And it's crazy because that's considered the lead vocal. No, it's actually considered backgrounds. And then like Cisco does the top over it. It's crazy. Music is like a fucking puzzle. And it's crazy like what people tend to gravitate towards, you know. But they always give him the dude Nokia credit for that. Yeah, what does Nokia mean? Is that like Pinocchio? Because at the time, everyone was like, because Nokia phone was hot at the time, so everyone just kind of like called him Nokia, like. And it's crazy because there's the Drake song Nokia now, Nokia. Baby girl.
Baby girl.
Yeah. Baby girl. Yeah, what other sound do I need to add? I was gonna add like a cheering sound and like, I don't know, I'm pretty good. I do like the That's All Folks. Ooh, we gotta get that one. That was Ty did we gotta get the Porky Pig stuttering saying beep, 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 beep. That's all folks. There's probably a good ass sound perfectly for that. That's all folks. That was such a classic time in life. But what about him saying that? Wow.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Like, no one has ever stuttered like that in life, ever. Wow, there's like different versions of it too. There's not real. That's all, folks. They all sound different. They sound like a fucking munchkin from The Wizard of Oz.
That's all, folks.
Alright, I'm done. I'm done playing that bullshit. Yo, today is day 82. Why not? Wednesday. We've been streaming for 82 days straight. That's almost 3 months. They say it takes a month to form a habit, right? 3 months to... There's like a thing with the 3-month thing. I forgot what it is, but... We in this bitch. Like an unborn baby. You know what I mean? We in this bitch like an unborn baby. Fabulous line. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying that it's a fabulous line. I'm saying that the rapper Fabulous said that in that song. Nice. Let him know. Girl, you be killing her. You killing her. Oh, I think it's that song. It could be a different song though. Yo, shout out Fab. Fab should go on Unsung at one point. Shout out Fab. Shout out Fab. What's crazy about Fab? It was like Fab and Lloyd Banks. They had like the same style, but just like different voices. Same exact style of rap. Punchline, punchline. Every bar was a punchline. Every bar was a punchline. That was such a legendary era. Like, Fab, I feel like Fab is so nice that he could do one more run. What Fab did with Go Yard Bag with Uzi Vert at the time, that song is, oh my, I just want to play that shit and get flagged over that shit. It's such a good record. Go Yard Bag, what? Smell like onion, man. Go hard, man. This song is hard. Yeah. I love this record. 8 years ago. Summer, yeah. Listen to Fab's verse. Yeah. I'm only talking over it so I don't get copyright shit. Yeah. Come on, bro. Look at this, the Fab. He's like 40 at this point on his record. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Go y'all back, yeah. Boss Mac. Go caught that, yeah. That shit is hard. I was like, damn, he really like tapped in. He really tapped in. I was proud of Fab on that project right there. I was really proud of Fab with that shit. That's like, man, Uzi and Fab is crazy. It just made sense in that moment. They made a really great record. I really love that record. I remember the first time hearing that shit. I still play that shit. That shit is 8 years old at this point. I still play that shit. I love that record. Nas and Lil Nas X made a decent record, a pretty good record with Rodeo remix, because there was I think it was a Cardi B version first, and then they did a Nas version, and that's what they shot the video to or some shit. I think it was the song Rodeo. And I like how Nas is rapping on that shit, but that Fab with the melodic shit, but it still sounds like Fab is crazy. I don't know, I can't explain it. That shit's hard. And it's not like Fab has the most distinct voice, but like it kind of makes you realize that he does at the same time. It's like, I don't know, it was just fire to me. I love that record, Go Yard Bag. I love it. That I put that in the same category as like Lockjaw, like Kodak Black and French Montana. It's just like that era. It's a good ass era. I love Kodak Black. I love Kodak Black. There's not a lot of artists that are just like pure authentic like a Kodak Black. It's hard to come across. Like it's like it's like a Jimi Hendrix effect almost. Like it's like that type of thing where it's just like legendary by design. I don't know. It's some modern rock star shit. It's not a lot of people that can beat Kodak Black. People can say whatever, but Kodak Black is literally like he's like on DMX level, like just raw energy and emotion. And what's crazy about Yak, Kodak Black, is that he is like a god tier rapper, but he also has the other side of being the kind of like, how do I say this respectfully without, he can be like unhinged, just raw him, like fucked up version of him, but it's still, it's the intention behind it, you know what I mean? But it's like he's proved himself. When I heard him rapping on Lockjaw, I said, he was just saying like, doing it up, you can find me in a Thule truck and I'm booted, some shit like that, where it's just like he's piecing together those syllables in a god tier way. And it's like, so when you, it's like, I mean, unless somebody else wrote that part, which I don't think so, he's just fire. Like, he understands the art so much that he can like fuck around and just do whatever. He's already cemented himself as like, okay, I understand this, and now I'm deliberately, I don't want to say dumbing it down because his music is so fire. It's not even a dumbing it down. It's almost like I'm simplifying this intentionally because that's how good I am. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not overthinking it because that's how good I am. I understand where the threshold is and you know, it's like some, you know what I mean? You can't do that unless you like super understand the art form on a high level. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He understands music. Like, I think that's the difference between like a Kodak Black and a lot of other artists, is that he understands music in a different way. He can do melodic, he can do raps, he can do mumble rap, he can do some clear shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. I'm trying to really compare him to like other people, and there's not a lot of people that are like him. He's like a James Brown. Like, it's hard to really, James Brown is a musical genius. He just, that's like later in his career, he can sing operatic notes. Like, he's really vocally sufficient, you know what I mean? He just, that's his choice. That's his vibe that he's going for. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like Chris Brown using auto-tune. It's like, no, it's not the same as everybody using auto-tune. Like, he understands exactly what the auto-tune is doing. He's not using that as a tool to fix himself. He's using it as a tool to, I don't want to say enhancing. He's using it as a tool of expression. You know what I mean? So it's like, nah, not Chris Brown. Don't ever come after Chris Brown on some, he uses auto-tune. He's using it because he knows how, if he sings this note, that it's going to bring it up to this note. He understands the mathematics and the science of the music. That's a genius. That's not some nigga that's just trying to like make a song. It's like he's a producer, you know. So shout out Chris Brown. Shout out, who's the first person I said? Damn, I forgot already. Kodak Black. Can never forget. You know what I mean? Technicians of this shit. You know, anybody in that high position, they know music in a different way. They get it. They understand. They understand what dissonance is. They understand how it is to be in key. They understand melodies. They understand. You know what I'm saying? It's not an accident that these niggas are where they are. Look at Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa understands a melody. He understands music. You know what I mean? Doja Cat understands music. Understands it. Tyler, literally a musical genius, high and low key. He's baby Pharrell. Like, he's literally baby Pharrell. Pharrell, musical genius, like, you know, actual musical genius. Timbaland, musical genius. Dr. Dre, musical genius. Drake, musical genius. Kendrick Lamar, musical genius. And not everybody's gonna be in that category. You know what I'm saying? It's like a certain. It's like these are kids that maybe play piano a little bit. They were in band a little bit. It's not something. It's a different category where you can't necessarily learn this shit on your own. You gotta at least come up in a church to learn melodies and harmonies. You know what I'm saying? Some people can sing because they grew up in church and that's how they were trained, and that's black culture to me. You know what I'm saying? So Beyonce, musical genius. She has to be. It's impossible not to say that. Michael Jackson, musical genius. Prince, musical genius. You know, it's not everybody, but I would say most people that are big in this shit is them. Tupac, musical genius. Absolutely. Biggie, I don't know if I would consider Biggie a musical genius. Low key, he's a hip hop genius, but I don't consider him necessarily a musical genius. Tupac, musical genius. The fact that Tupac could play bass, that means he understands when he's going low, he understands the notes that he's actually projecting. He actually understands it in a different way than other people. You feel what I'm saying? I was looking at Fetty Wap like a musical genius. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, how are you hitting these notes? It's like Fetty Wap, Roddy Ricch, Morey. Like the way they manipulate the notes is like, this is singing. This is not rapping. This is singing. You know, it's like, you know something, Fetty Wap. You know something. It's a little different. Your application is different. Roddy Ricch is insane. The shit he did with those notes, try rapping those notes that fast. It's one thing to like copy what somebody's already created, but like create that shit. It's not easy to do that shit. To create a captivating melody like that sounds smooth. What's that one song, Ballin' he did with, it's actually a Mustard song, but it's featuring Roddy Ricch, was basically a Roddy Ricch song. Cause I'm ballin', that shit is hard. Like, I don't know if that's something you just like right off the top of your head and punch in. Maybe, but there's a certain consistency and like framework to that song that is just musically, just, I don't know, thorough. It's hard to explain, you know what I mean? I fuck with, who else is hard? A musician. You gotta give it to Russ. You gotta give it to, shout out Leon Thomas. You gotta give it to, I don't know, there's not a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's like the people that are, I even argue Snoop is in that musician category. You know what I mean? Because he's able to transcend and do different things, whether he has writers or whatever. I don't know. It's none of my business, and I don't care. And I know he wrote that early shit that we love, so that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? I said DMX, 50 Cent, musician. 50 Cent is a musician. 50 Cent knows something that a lot of people don't know. Kanye West, oh my God. Kanye West is a fucking technician, musician, visionary. Jay-Z, would I put him in the musician category? Not necessarily, but he has a great ear. One of the greatest ears of all time. By far. By far. Would I put him in the musician category? I don't know if he understands musical notes on that same level as certain people, but he knows what a good beat is. I gotta pee again. Yeah, there's a certain like musicality, you know, to it. Lauryn Hill, fucking artist. Wyclef, artist. Well, they're all artists, but musician. You know? Shout out Fredro Starr. The fact that he makes beats is shit. I think Nas actually was making beats at one point. And Eminem. Eminem understands melodies. He has some catchy songs. These chicks don't even know the name of my band. Like he's making hits. What was the other one that he had that big? Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. I'm gonna be okay. That shit's hard, actually. No, it's okay. I'll be okay. Yeah, that shit was hard too. I'm not gonna lie. 50 Cent is low key one of the best songwriters, though. Shout out, Easter Rose or Esther Rose. I'm not sure. Shout out Esther Rose, Easter Rose for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm just in here just sipping this wine, just talking about my favorite rappers. What's up with you? Who's a modern day musician? I think Quavo knows some shit. I fuck with Quavo. Who else? Who's hard? I mean, there's a lot of people that are hard, but I think Young Boy knows, he understands something. Young Boy knows some shit. You don't get that love by not being like talented. Young Boy is, I would say Young Boy is pretty underrated just because like his music doesn't play like in the mainstream places, but he's like such an underground, he's like an underground king, but like, I'm stressed, will you help me? No, I won't.
No.
I won't, but you can figure that shit out. It sounds like a fucking setup, so sorry, my friend. No can do. No can do. I didn't even ask what it was.
Bruh.
I just don't care. It sounds like some bullshit. Yeah, type shit. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Nothing but trouble is not what I'm trying to do tonight. It's nothing but trouble. You know what I mean? So we just leave it alone, because that sounds like some weird ass shit that I don't need to be involved in for my peace at home. You bitch. Meanwhile, Easter Rose is a 51-year-old man from Montana that's just trying to be a, the fact that you have followers is awkward. Kill yourself. Anyway. That's a bot. Although it's not a bot because it's reacting. Okay, we almost hit the 2-hour mark. Wow, shit. Damn. This is one of those like streams where I'm just like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. We talked about some good shit though, I'm not gonna lie. There were some good topics that I'm excited to chapter up. I got a clip tonight, Ty for the clip. Doing the tell me dance. Tell me what you want. Yeah, tell me what you need. Tell me it ain't good enough for you, babe. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, that was a great record. Cisco was really holding it down for that whole group, I'm not gonna lie. That's the worst thing about being in a group where somebody decides to go solo. Man, that's like the inevitable. So one person just always decides to go solo. I feel like I lost my follower, but it's okay. Fuck you. Someone just always decides to go solo. It's like they should see that that's going to be a bad idea. The most successful person to go solo ever, probably Beyonce. I guess Cisco too, but that ended. Beyonce had a good run. Let's see. I mean, there's probably tons of groups. You probably just don't know about the group anymore because the person was just so famous after the fact. It's usually not a good idea though. The only Michael Jackson, that's a good one. Michael Jackson, Beyonce. There might be some members from like Wu-Tang that did well, like Method Man, I guess, did pretty well. Who else? Who's another like epic group standout? It just always feels so cringe though. It's like, damn, we want it back. Oh, Lionel Richie's the Commodores. Yeah, true. Smokey Robinson, what, the Miracles? Smokey was in like 5 groups though. Diana Ross and the Supremes. True, you're right. I feel like during that time it was a little more like easy to do. It was just like the inevitable. Smokey was in a lot of groups. I realized after. Smokey's the homie though. I love Smokey. I love Smokey Robinson. Like in real life. Like he's a RN. He's a real RN, I'm not gonna lie. Like the Rest N ever. Fuck those allegations. I also love Maurice Starr a lot too. That's my real homie. I miss Maurice. He's alive still and I miss him. Maurice is the homie. Oh my God. Like at one point, low key, we were best friends. I'm not gonna lie. I miss Maurice Starr. Like he was the coolest, craziest, smartest man. And it sucks because he's here, but he's not. He's just like in a different plane. He's just like in a simpler plane. You know what I mean? It'd be like if life was a smartphone, he went back to flip phone. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you can break out of that because it's been damn near 10 years, low key. You know what I'm saying? He's around, but you know what I mean? He was full of ideas and energy, and now he's just here, but I don't even want to talk about Maurice like that. That's my real homie in real life. Like, my real homie. Like, it's hard to even explain. Like, he just, you know, when somebody's here and then they're just a shell of themselves, you know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden, like, the quick-witted, he was the guy that everyone was like, what are we going to do next? And then all of a sudden, he's like, okay, we need to take care of Maurice. You know what I mean? He came in. I don't even know how he's still alive. I don't even know. I have no idea. It's crazy. He had a fucking stroke and never fully recovered. It's crazy. Maurice driving, and now he, you know what I mean? Literally in real time, I saw it happen. I never experienced anything like that in my life. It's sad, bro. I don't even know what to do about that shit. Like, it makes me sad. He was on point. He was sharp. And then, like, he just had a bad... Damn, bro. He's still alive, though. Shout out. I wonder if he might not even remember me. We did so much with Maurice. We traveled with him. We stayed with him. I had so many conversations, crazy conversations, off industry conversations, not even about just regular RN shit with Maurice. But shout out Smokey though. Smokey is still a YN. He's 80 years old, but Smokey is still a YN. You gotta meet him. I know Ty met him. Ty knows what I'm talking about. But you might have met Showtime Smokey. I met Home Time Smokey. I met Smokey before he puts the makeup on. I saw Smokey Robinson he wears a do-rag. I saw Smokey Robinson in a do-rag. I've been to his house a couple times. I seen do-rag Smokey. It's real. It's real. I've seen do-rag Smokey Robinson. I drive crazy fast in my Escalade. I don't know directions to places or addresses. You have to follow me on the highway and drive crazy with me. I had to follow Smokey Robinson driving 80 miles per hour. Maybe it wasn't 80, maybe it was 70 something, 75. On the highway, I had to follow him because he didn't know the address, but he just knew where it was. I had to follow him, and he's driving like this through traffic. Crazy, like a 19-year-old. That's the real Smokey Robinson. He's a YN. And like on camera, he looks 80. In person, he looks 40. Never seen anything like it. He might be a real vampire. I'm not gonna lie. If anybody is a reptilian, it's him. His eyes are green, like seafoam green in real life. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? You ever see something that you can't believe? It was Smokey Robinson in person. Bizarre. He's a shapeshifter. There's something, and that's the homie. He's a RN and a YN and somehow a ON when he wants to be, but him being a ON is a choice. He's presenting that maybe to cover up for the fact that he's really 300 years old and he doesn't age. There's something else going on. I was looking at him like, you look 46. 46. If I had to guess the age, I would say, oh, you're about 46 years old. No. 78, 80. Different. They say black don't crack when you got money, I guess, but it was different. It was a different, like, I don't know. It's like if you saw like an anomaly, a ghost, shapeshifter, but it like, you just make sense of it in your mind. It's like, okay, but I don't know. There's very few people that I've met that have that aura of, can't explain it. I can't explain it. There's something else going on there that is not common to the normal human experience. And it was super casual. It was just regular, but it just was like, yeah, maybe good genetics or something, but that dude is here in a different way. If there anybody that is an alien in a good way, it might be Smokey Robinson. He has a youthful energy that is hard to imagine. My grandfather has a youthful energy too. He's like 96, but he's starting to get old. So I'm trying to think of him when he was like 80 something. It might be similar. Yo, whoever just tapped in on Twitch, appreciate you. You want to make sure you go ahead and follow. You also make sure you can at least follow. It's free. You also want to make sure you subscribe. And if you want to see these VODs, these video on demands, follow me on YouTube. It'll pop up on your feed. You can subscribe, watch what you want, ignore what you want. But, you know, the next day I try to add the description so you know what the video is about and the chapter so you can jump around to what part you want. I don't mind. As long as you view it. I just want the view. Man. Kick be talking that shit. I miss my kick gang though. I miss my actual kick gang, the fucking kick bangers. And James Earl has been MIA ever since. Did we lose James Earl? Ever since that fucking kick gang fucked him up, I feel like I tried to stand up for him, but I was also like antagonizing. Let's see if he's still here. James Earl, oh, he's still here. He's still following. Yo, what the fuck happened to James Earl? He was in the fold, and now he's just MIA. James might have went back to school. Oh. Fuck school. Yeah, these niggas are young, I'm not gonna lie. These niggas are freaking young. He's been MIA. Like Paper Planes. I got a story about Paper Planes too. I used to, yeah, he was young. About Paper Planes, MIA Paper Planes. I remember I heard that song super early. I had this friend, George Carolexis, who was like MIA manager, and he was a manager for a couple other bands. And he was a young nigga too at the time. He's probably only like 28, 26, 25. And I met him through, this is just some film school shit. I remember me and my boy Chad, like, who is an actual actor now, we just were dorm mates for film school because I knew we were friends from UMass first. We flew out together with me and my boy Gerard, and we just happened to be roommates, which is crazy that Gerard was not the roommate because he was the last person. But anyway, me and my friend Chad, we were just like grinding with the music shit in the dorm room, like just recording records, just making, it's probably shitty ass music, but some of it actually holds up. And we just kind of built a reputation for having the studio in our room type shit. And one day, this one dude, Daniel Gomez, who we went to film school with, he like brings by this dude named George Karalexis, and he's like trying to like get him to like fuck with his record or whatever. And George like is like, yeah, you gotta change this, make it faster. And we like worked the record like on the spot, like in our room. And so I stayed in contact with George, and he helped me put out this record, Bang. It's like Bang. No. He helped me put out Educated Gangster, actually, not Bang. And yeah, he kind of got that shit popping. But so I stayed in contact with him for like a year or two or three, and did some shit, did some music shit, did some video shit. And I remember at one point he sent me the MIA album. I think it was called Kala. I think that's what it's called, Kala, but it had Paper Planes on it. There's a lot of great records on that. Hold on, let me find out what that. Yeah, Kala. Yeah, 2007. So he sent me that album super early, like on some like Observer demo shit. It was out, but it was just super early. Like I was on that record, like Paper Planes, like a year before it was popping here. To the point that they even made No One Else Corner Has Swagger Like Us. Was that Jay-Z, Kanye, and T.I., right? So I was on that record early, like super early. Shout out to George because he was just like that guy. But I was like, I remember hearing that shit and being like, yo, this is definitely a hit. And then like a year later, I was also early on Crank That by Soulja Boy. I'm not gonna lie, I was so early on that record, like so fucking early on Crank That and Ya Bitch Ya. Like those were the two records he had at this time. Yeah, I'm kind of damn. I'm a run into Soulja Boy again. 2 hours 12 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Damn, did I finish this bottle? Damn, we're true alcoholics. Damn, I'm gonna pee one more time. And I don't have any more fucking wine left. Shit. Might have to go to bed soon. I'm not even gonna turn pee freely. You hear the stream, and you hear the stream. You hear two streams at the same time. How about that? Double stream. Man. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow will be a better day. I can probably catch up and actually get some actual good streams out. I gotta find another challenge. It's hard to, spicy is a good challenge, you know what I mean? It's a good challenge. It's a good challenge. Yes, yays. A good challenge, I say. So, am I still? Damn, I lost actual followers. That's just crazy. How did I lose 5 followers? I literally lost 5 followers tonight. That's gay. Respectfully. I lost 5 followers? Really? Really, nigga? How is that possible? I don't care. Fuck you and fuck the horse you came in on. Hope you fall into a hole of scorpions, fire, and battery acid. Hope you remember this day for the rest of your life and remember my voice and use it as fire and... Damn, that shit is low latency. I gotta stream earlier, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta start streaming around 9:30 again. That is, I think 930 is a sweet spot. It's totally VOD based, but you want the VOD based with the live viewers. We've been online for 2 hours, 15 minutes. I'm almost done with this wine. I'm almost done with the wine. Why not? Ty said I drink wine and wine. I don't know if I whine. Whining is like, I guess, why can't I do this? And this is not working for me. And oh, my life, woe is me. I'm whining. You know, I don't know if I'm whining. I might be venting sometimes, which could be screwed as whining. I feel like whining is a specific thing where you're, I'm whining. You know. But I am whining because I'm drinking wine. Damn, I wish I had more. This is the last of it. What up, Clifford? You just kicking it? I see you, Playboy. I see you, my guy. They do this thing where they put bubbles at the top of the tank. It's called bubble nesting. They're creating a bubble nest. And it's so that, like, if there was a female in there, she could put the eggs in there. Yeah. BKS Experience just redeemed Hydrate. Well, yeah, I mean, okay. All right. Ryman, yak, and yap. LOL, wine and wine. Did I say yak and yap? Did I? I didn't remember. Ryman, yak, and yap for wine and wine. That, okay, I'll drink, I don't know. I'll drink water though. Nah, honestly, you might have saved me, I'm not gonna lie. That sip of water, I feel like a human again. I was starting to feel like a sponge. I was saying you, yak, and yap, and wine, and wine. Oh, that's a good one. So when I'm on the yak, I'm just yapping, an acceptable yap. But when I'm on that wine, I'm just on some bullshit. That's a good one. Honestly, there might be some validity to that statement. Am I really whining though? Or am I whining? Or am I whining? You know what I mean? Like, whining would be like I'm complaining, right? Am I complaining? I might be though. I gotta look back. I really gotta look back to see the difference between the wine streams and the yak streams. I need a little like wine icon, a wine con, so I can quickly distinguish. I feel like it's almost the same though. I don't feel like it's that much different. Oh, you're just rhyme scheming, so it doesn't have to be 100% accurate, right? Sometimes you gotta scheme on the rhymes. Sometimes you gotta be on the time. Sometimes you gotta be free on your mind. Sometimes you gotta flee from design. Sometimes you gotta seek out the line. Sometimes you gotta reach out behind pause. See, that's where freestyle goes wrong, where you just say some sus shit and just kills the whole vibe. Don't clip that. Yo, why doesn't clip that work on your channel? I thought clip that was a universal thing and it didn't work. I was trying to clip something and it didn't work. Isn't it clip that? I couldn't figure it out. You got the codes popping though. Those codes are crazy. Those are good codes. Subscribe, rap, follow. I was like, damn, Discord, exclamation point Discord. That's crazy. That's a good one. Yo, how do I lose 5 followers on Kick like that? That shit is bullshit, bro. But there might have been some bots to begin with. I haven't set it up because you can just click the icon. Oh, I didn't even know you had this. I thought it was just part of the thing. Yeah, you can click the icon, but it's something about it where the clip, well, I guess on dashboard it does it automatically, but doesn't it just do it where you don't have to, it just does it and it just automatically posts? because with the clip, you got to type in the title, you got to do the thing, all the, the different steps. I like where it just clips it. It just is what it is. I thought it was just built in. I didn't know it was a separate option. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm faded. I need to get offline. Fuck. 2 hours, 20 minutes. All right, we'll go 10 more minutes. I need to set up the rap and weather. Oh, weather too. Nice. That's a good one. That's a good one just to know. I need to fucking crash out soon. I'm fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna need, let's put the big water bottles in the chat. I need to relax. I drink a bottle of wine. That's regular. As a man, that's okay. As a woman, I don't know. You're doing a lot if you drink a bottle of wine as a woman. Depends on like your height and so on and so forth. But big water bottles in the chat. Let's throw them in the kick chat too, just to be thorough with it. I actually don't see my. Oh, there we go. Let's throw them in a kick chat as well. Big water bottles in the chat. I need to relax. I went too far. You know what I'm saying?
You good, man? No.
Yeah, that's how I feel. What was that one that I have to get? Oh, that's all, folks. Yo, low key. I don't know. It's kind of hard to hear it. It's all, folks. Fuck. I don't really feel like staying on for 8 more minutes. I just feel like getting off right now. Shit. GG. Real shit. I don't know if I could last 8 more minutes on this fucking shit. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm about to get off right now. I don't give a fuck if you're tuned in. Yeah, you already caught the vibe. Kick already caught on. I'm gonna wait till Twitch goes on to W. It's your show. You do what you want. No, I literally need to fucking, like, lay down. But I want to smoke more weed too, so I'm just gonna get off so I can do this shit and then pass the fuck out. Alright, it's been a W episode. I don't give a fuck. Day 82. Fuck what the live views say. Check out the VODs to really know at the end of the day. So it's been a good stream. I'll be back tomorrow on Thursday, day 83. You know, sometimes it's the random dates that are the crazy ones. Sometimes it's not always the even one, but you know what? And I appreciate you, W Stream. It is what it is. I'll be back tomorrow for some more bullshit. I feel like I've proven myself with the track record that I'll probably be back tomorrow. If not, you know, then I won't. But if I am, then it is what it is. So, with that being said, what the fuck is this at the bottom of the screen under X? I see 3 lines. What is that shit? Oh, it's literally the. It looks like it's a graphic, but it's just buttons. That's crazy. Anyway. Till next time, it's gonna be day 83 tomorrow with the big stream. I'll try to do something non-solo budget. I'll try to do something, but realistically, it's gonna be one of these. Maybe I'll put up a good IRL, do something, maybe try something, a new food item. I haven't seen it come out yet, but if it does, we'll be sure to try it as soon as possible. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, the Kyle Young. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok, the Kyle Young _. Go ahead and follow me on YouTube, Kyle Young, no space. I think I should pop up. If not, just type in Kyle Young Stream Sniper, Kyle Young Rapper. That shit'll pop up. Everywhere else you can find me. If you find me, the Kyle Young on X, if you really want. But I'm not gonna guarantee any good engagement on there because why would I? Everywhere else, you know what to do. The Kyle Young TV on Twitch, Kyle Young on Kick. If I said those twice, don't take it for granted. We got BKS and the thing with the GG, the rocket, the pouring out, the shocked face, and the 3 water bottles. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. So it is what it is. I'm gonna peace out. I'm about to go lay down and politic over the house that matters. So peace out.